Hi everyone! For those of you who don't know, my name is Yasmin Perez, and today's video we'll be talking about freshman year of college. I already experienced my freshman year, and I know a lot of people who were nervous, and especially me, I was nervous. I mean, come on, who wasn't? I am here to help you, and hopefully you could take these advice and apply it. If not, this is just what I think I should have done. And I know if I know someone who is going to college, I would recommend all of these things. So first is, what can you do to save money? Like, this is so important. This is so underrated. I went to a 4-year college in New York City. I went to Hunter. And at Hunter, best believe I took a lot of classes that I didn't necessarily need, but at the time, I wasn't motivated per se because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And what I decided to do while I was at Hunter was to go to PA school, or to be a physician assistant, and that's pre-med. And at Hunter, I had to take a lot of classes like anthropology, sociology, psychology, philosophy, everything else that did not have to do with science. So I felt a little frustrated, but you have to take those classes in order to take the classes you need to graduate, which is unfortunate because it makes you spend more money. But I realized now that I'm at a 2-year school, I actually transferred back to a 2-year school because I wanted to be a nurse. And at Hunter, it was already too late. It's a whole process, which is another thing, but I'll get to that. This is all for just to save time and to save money. Hey guys, so the point that I was trying to make here is definitely recommending going to a 2-year school first before going to a 4-year, so that way you can save some money and not take so many classes that aren't required for your major. Should you join a club your freshman year? I think you can if you really want to. Oh, look at my cat. I'm sorry, you guys. My cat is here on the bed and she's so pretty. Let me introduce you. Oh, she's a little grumpy. Mama, say hi. Say hi. Baby. She's only 1. And her real name is Blue. But we call her Mama. Okay. She only comes to me when she wants attention. She's so selfish. Whatever. Alright, get out of the frame. Oh, now she's furry. So annoying. Going back to clubs, I think you definitely can join a club if you really wanted to. It's just whether or not if you have the time. I know freshman year you're trying to figure out your schedule, especially if you work and you have to pay bills, or even if you don't have to work, you just have to figure out your schedule. My schedule for my freshman year was kind of hectic. I was working and I was taking classes. I was working and I was taking classes, and my schedule was very all over the place. So I would definitely recommend figuring out a set schedule. School supplies. Now, school supplies is something else where I think a lot of people overspend on. I just personally, if I could start my freshman year all over again, the one thing I say that you absolutely need of some sort is either a laptop or an iPad. I've been using my iPad, my personal iPad, and I bought a case that has a keyboard, and this is super helpful, especially when I'm taking notes. I've been taking my anatomy and physiology class, and I'm going to show you guys what my notes look like, and this is just an example. So I quickly wanted to show you what my notes normally look like. This is just for one class, and this is just one chapter. You can decorate it, you can design it, you can put shapes, you can change your background, and you can change whatever color you want them to be. You write your notes with an Apple Pencil, which comes separately with the iPad. However, it's definitely worth it. And this is an app. This app is called Notability. You do have to pay for it, but it's definitely worth it and it keeps your notes organized. And these are just different examples of different chapters that I write my notes on. And it has other things that you can do. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can import pictures if you want and label them. It is definitely useful for school taking, especially anything in science when you have to take a lot. So I would definitely recommend this, and it's definitely worth it, you guys. They're very organized. And I definitely recommend, if you can get this, I think it might be cheaper actually, like an iPad, than getting like an Apple laptop. It could be cheaper. But it's definitely useful when it comes to like taking notes. Even if you need to like type an assignment up, you could still buy a keyboard, and that's what I did. So sometimes I even use it as a laptop, although it's just an iPad. Other school supplies I think you need is like a planner, or you can use your cell phone. I would use like an actual planner and not the phone, because even though I used to have it on my phone, I would never look at it. I would definitely just recommend looking at a planner and physically writing it down, because it helps you remember too as well. Another tip, and this is just a tip, you don't have to do this, but I recommend it because this saved me so many times. There are days where, you know, you can't make it to school, whatever, you can't make it to class. You should have at least one friend in every single one of your classes. So in case you miss class, you can ask and text a friend, hey, were there any missing assignments? Is there any homework? Anything like that. A heads up on a quiz that's coming up, or was there a quiz? So you can ask the professor. You can also email the professor, but I definitely recommend just texting a friend, because usually professors are busy with those type of things. You could definitely do that route as well. But I recommend just having a friend, because, you know, you would want to make friends your freshman year of college. It's scary, but at the same time it's not. And I learned to like my 2 years better than I did my 4-year. My 4-year, it was really hard to make friends. Not everyone was so open, but at my 2-year school, I was so able to click with so many people. I think it just depends where you want to go, and if you feel like you'll fit in, or you have to like really go out of the way and try to make friends. You can't just go to class and expect to make friends. You have to go out, you have to go on school like events if they have. I don't even know. Freshman year was definitely a challenge for me, considering I didn't know how to balance anything out, and I had to learn that myself. It's doable. You can definitely take this on, and it's definitely not hard at all. It just takes time. In addition to that, I know that this whole coronavirus had switched people going from in-person classes to online, and it's actually made me realize how much I missed in-person classes. Like, I miss going to school, and I miss. Let's just take a moment. And I missed going to class, and I missed being there, and I missed taking the journey to school. Like, I missed it all. And it used to give me so much motivation to study. And that's another thing, you guys. You have to study. There's study hall. There's also like tutoring. You just have to go out and you have to find it, but they have. I definitely know that the coronavirus was a challenge, especially for me. I took online classes before, but not all my classes were online, and I know it was a challenge for my professors. I had a lot of very old school professors. They had to adjust as well. But I don't know, I think that it's definitely a challenge with the coronavirus. Like, it really affected everyone, but just keep it pushing. And if you have a goal and a career path that you want to reach, just keep going for it and you'll get there. I'm literally applying to nursing program next semester at my college. Fingers crossed that I get in. We'll see. Everything happens for a reason. And yeah, if you guys want some other tips, just let me know. If there's anything else you guys want me to make a video about, just comment down below. Please subscribe. If there's anything else you guys want me to talk about in my videos, just comment down below. If you like this video, just please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.